Hi, my name is Dimitar. I'm an indie filmmaker for 25 years. I had several short films all around the world on different festivals, and now I have an art house horror feature in post-production, and that should hit the festival circuit early next year. And in this video I want to talk about my experiences about film festivals and what you should be aware if you want to submit your movies in 2025 to film festivals. I think film festivals matter a lot in a way, like, of course, it's good for exposure, it's good to get like critical feedback from the audience or somebody from the film industry, but the two most important things for me on the film festival is to make connections, to meet interesting people, build up a little bit of a network so I can work together with them in the future. Or the other thing is just to get inspired. If you go to a film festival, you have the chance to see movies which are not really available anywhere else. It can be very inspiring to watch a bunch of really good indie movies and see their solutions to different problems. So it's always very inspiring to go to a film festival. Whenever I come back from a film festival, I always feel really filled up with energy and inspiration, and I'm ready to do something new for sure. There are well-established companies and filmmakers, or if you have a big name attached to your film, you don't need to go through the festival route in order to get a distribution. But for a lot of indie and up-and-coming filmmakers, it's a great possibility and a great way to gain exposure and basically free promotion through these festivals. Of course, mostly people use Filmfreeway to submit their movies because like 80 or to 90% of film festivals all around the world, they are on Filmfreeway, and that's just basically the easiest way to do it. You just upload your film to the Filmfreeway site. You have to upload some stills, you have to give some information, subtitles, logline, synopsis, crew and cast information, stuff like that, all the basic information, but you only have to upload it once. So that's really big help, because then you just basically have to click on the festival you want to submit it to. You maybe will write a little letter to the festival, but that's not necessary. Basically, if you pay the submission fee, you're going to get your movie in front of that festival selection jury for sure. So that makes it very easy as a filmmaker to submit your movies to the festival, compared to like 20 years ago when I basically had to make like a huge package for every movie. I had to put like a DVD or a Blu-ray in it. I had to print out all my promotional stuff and include it, and basically I was sending out these big packages all around the world to film festivals. For me, Filmfreeway works really, really good because 90% of my submissions are going through Filmfreeway. And if you have a short film or a feature film and you're planning to submit it for at least 10 or 15 festivals on Filmfreeway, the gold membership is already really worth it, because they are going to give you a discount for almost every submission that you send out. You're going to win that money back. And also the other good thing is that all the promotion they have on Filmfreeway, like movie of the week or just coming out or looking for festivals and stuff like that, there are these sections. They are also significantly cheaper if you're a gold member, so you can use those kind of services through Filmfreeway and promote your movie that way. It doesn't really cost much, and you can get a lot of different invitations from festivals. I put out my latest short film like 1.5 years ago, Cilio, and it basically it got like 300 or 400 invitations from festivals. And it was like a $39 fee, I think, that I put it in the newsletter, the Filmfreeway newsletter, and I got like 400 invitations to festivals, and at least 25 or 30 of them were basically a free waiver. So I didn't have to pay any kind of fee to enter my movie into those festivals, and a lot of times they were like 80 or 50% discounts that they were sending out with the invitation. So that's also pretty much worth it, because it's going to come back. It all depends on how many festivals you're willing to submit your film to. Around 2020, when COVID hit, there was a big shift in the film festival scene. A lot of well-established festivals they just couldn't open because people couldn't travel all around the world and stuff like that. Everybody was staying at home, so there was no real possibility to have a live screening with audience and stuff like that. So a lot of established festivals just basically closed up. Some of them went the online route. That was still interesting and that gave you exposure, but at the same time, a million different online festivals popped up all around the internet, and some of them are good, but most of them are actually not that good in my opinion. And that already leads into my next subject, which is predatory festivals. You know, you have to like really think about what festival you're going to submit your movie to, because it costs a lot of money. Maybe not like one festival can cost like $30, $40 or $80 or $100 or something like that. that doesn't seem that high, but if you want to submit your festivals to 50 festivals, 50 times that amount, it's already a lot of money. You really have to take care. You have to be aware that there are, even especially after the post-COVID era, there are like tons of festivals just basically popping out of the woodwork, and they all offer like amazing looking deals, like you get a review or you get like some online kind of promotion or IMDb qualified. Like that's like a big word with all the festivals, but like who cares if it's IMDb qualified? Like it's not really going to do you any good. With my previous short film Possessed by Aliens, which came out in 2020, exactly at COVID, I started to send it out to festivals because I didn't know better. Actually, I saw these festivals coming out, they seemed legit, they seemed cool, and they had all good reviews on Filmfreeway, and I started to sending out to them. And sometimes I send out the movie to pre-selection, and 5 days later I get an email back that it's got like the best short film award, and I just don't understand it. How can it go so fast? And then I realized that these are not yearly festivals actually, but bi-monthly festivals or monthly festivals. So they are basically giving out awards every month, and they are not giving out like 10 awards, but sometimes like 50 or 80 awards every month. So at the end of the year they are giving out maybe 1,000 awards. So 1,000 different movies have certain laurels, like best this, best that. What you should look out for is basically check their website, check how many categories they have. If they have too many categories, that's already suspicious. Like, why would you need like a special category for best dramatic comedy short film if they have a best short film category anyway? So I don't really see the point of that. The other thing is the website. You always have the website. If there are too many AI generated images on that website, or it seems cheaply done and done in a hurry, then it's not a legit festival. A lot of people saying that you should check reviews on Filmfreeway. That might work, but actually, when I started to send out my short film Possessed by Aliens, I got an award here and I got an award there. Nothing really happened. I just got an email with a PDF file that you have a certification that you got this award, and they encouraged me to write reviews for that festival, and I did because I was happy. I got an award and I was like, yeah, these are cool people, they are like me. But after the 5th or 6th time happening the same way, sending out the movie and getting an award within a week or 2 weeks, and then getting this email like, please write a review, it started to seem like a pattern. And then I realized that it's maybe probably not so legit. So I should be aware of these kind of festivals. The other thing is, like, it's not really going to make a difference. There are like 20 or 30 festivals all around the world, or maybe a 50 or maybe 100, which are really worth it, which are really interesting for even the audience knows about these festivals. But most of the time, they are not going to know the name of the festival. I don't think it's going to make a difference, like, am I going to watch this movie or not? If they find the poster interesting, if they find the logline interesting, they're going to watch it. A couple of laurels are not going to make that difference. From the film industry side, it can even hurt your movie, I think. If you have a bunch of laurels on your poster and they just don't mean anything, they just not, they are just not from festivals that have any kind of value, it's going to devalue your movie as well if you have worthless laurels on your poster. It's just not worth it to put energy and money into these kind of festivals, I think. I had a ton of great experiences. Actually, when the COVID hit, of course, I couldn't go to festivals as well, but with my latest animated short, Cilio, I've been to the States with it twice, and it was they were great experiences, and I feel really good, and I met a lot of interesting people, and I saw a lot of interesting movies. The only festival that's really worth it is the one that you go yourself to, because that's the only way that you can really promote yourself. If you don't only have to sell your movie, you have to sell yourself as well as a filmmaker. You made your movie, that's fantastic. You put a lot of energy in it. That's amazing. You have a great movie. But if you're not going to go out there and talk about your movie to anybody who's happy to listen to you, then you're losing opportunities to promote your movie. If you're introverted and antisocial like I am, you just have to force yourself. Basically, that's going to make everything so much better if you start opening up to other people as well. I mean, it's really fun, it's really great to be a filmmaker and to do your own thing and to finish your movie and maybe just put it up on the internet. But if you want to take the next step, you have to send it to festivals, and then you have to go to those festivals and give out business cards, make flyers, basically talk to everybody who's willing to listen to you, because you don't know just who you might meet and what kind of collaborations you can gain through meeting these people. And even just in general, to be inspired by fellow filmmakers watching their movies, or them talking about how they created their movies or how they solve certain problems, can go really far and can give you that initial boost that you need to jump into your next project and be ready with it and do the best job you can do. Yeah, I think in 2025, if you want to submit your film, for sure you have to do your research. Check the festival's websites, check if they have a YouTube channel, check if they have an Instagram account, what kind of posts they have there. If there's just too much AI on them, or it just seems like a cliche kind of thing, it might not worth your money. It might not worth your energy. So just do your research. Even check the movies that were awarded on that festival in the previous years to see what kind of movies they were, because it helps you to basically understand if your movie fits that festival, because that is very important. If you have to think about with the head of a festival director who has to put together a program for like 3 days or a week or you know, whatever, and that festival has to have like a certain kind of mood or a certain kind of branding to it. So they are trying to find movies which fit with their festival theme or the festival mood or whatever. Basically, it's worth it to do your research before you submit it to a festival, to at least check if that festival is compatible with your movie. You can even send out an email to these festival organizers and ask like, hey, do you think my movie is a good fit for your festival? And if you think so, can you send me a discount code? I did that in the past, and a lot of times I got a reply back, I got invitations back, and I got discounts back. So it was really worth it to just send out that email, and then you already have like a personal connection with that festival director or organizer or whoever that is. You have a personal connection and you can build upon that. You can get back to that person in 2 years, like, hey, we talked 2 years ago, hey, I had a movie on your festival 2 years ago, now I have a new movie. Do you think it's worth it to send it to your festivals, or do you have any suggestions? What festival should I send it to? Building up these small little relationships is always really helpful, because you can just reach out anytime you want. You can ask a question. The worst thing that can happen is they're not going to reply you, so you don't really have anything to lose.